So guys, yeah, we are kind of finished with our character, but let's test something a little bit. So, let's go to the cup and let's see what material it uses. It uses material 001. Okay, what else uses material 001? Nothing, just the cup. Okay, so material 001, okay, no problem. We go to shading, here on the top, go to shading. Okay, you don't see it, I'm sorry about that. But already you know what I mean. Yes, so shading. And here we want to put a shader, not a shader, but a node, which is ambient occlusion. So Shift A, search, and it's the first one. You don't have to search it. It's ambient occlusion. We put it here. But we don't want to kind of attach it to the base color completely now. We want to first add a color ramp, just to see. Color ramp. So color ramp. Again. And just drag it and drop it over this. So now it goes through the color ramp. And let's see if we can make a little bit of an interesting ambient occlusion here. Obviously, we can't. Because it's stupid. I mean, yeah, we have ambient occlusion, but it doesn't... Ah, it works a little bit. It works a little bit. It's here. I see it now. Oh, yes. I like this. So the factor, the trace precision is fine. The distance, we can increase the distance to a few meters, which will do nothing basically. But here, yes, let's make this black. Although no, this is black, this is white. So we are okay. I think, well, this color could be something else. For example, a little bit like this. Ha! But this will be the color of the cup. So I want the color of the cup to be whitish. And so this color, I want it to be not exactly, you know, a little bit colored shadow. Maybe darker color like this. And you see, we have some ambient occlusion, which is great. Can we increase it? Yes. Okay. Okay. Looks kind of nice. We can, I think, work from here too. Trace precision, distance. No, we cannot do it. It's interesting. Bend normals. I'm just testing, you know. But this looks a bit better than the other one. Of course, this is too much for the color. I mean, too much color in the shadow. We need a little bit of color maybe, and not this color. Let's try some bluish color like this. Just because the cup, I wanted to separate it a little bit from our character. And I think it looks good. Let's try the same here on our sweater. So Shift A, search, ambient occlusion, of course it's here. AO to the base color. Okay, we don't have a base color anymore, I'm sorry. Now Shift A, search, input, no, search color ramp, place it. Then the white color will become reddish, like this. And the other one will be the ambient occlusion. Wow. It's like, wow. You see how it's going? The ambient occlusion here, it's too much a little bit, but yeah. Let's see if from here we can... Oh, I cannot change it from here. I'm just a little bit... I don't know why it's happening. We should be able to change it from here. Eevee. If we disable it, you know, it will disappear. So, the distance... We cannot control it anymore from here. Ah, we can a little bit control it. The trace precision. Yeah, bend normals, no. Bounces. Yeah, you have to kind of experiment. I advise you to experiment with these things. It's just a nice way of experimenting. Of course, this black color could be a little bit darker red. It shouldn't be exactly black. So we should have a little bit of ambient occlusion, not too much. So let's see. Yeah, we have it. We have it. It's fine. I mean, ambient occlusion will always make your characters look a little bit not so flat. I mean, if you know what I mean. It's better to have it than to not have it. Yes. Yeah, this here is too much. We don't want to have that kind of blackness. So I may want to increase the ambient occlusion itself, but this color to be more the same as the red one, but darker, but just a little bit. So we can disable from here the ambient occlusion to see what's the difference. And there is a difference definitely, which I kind of like the difference. It's fine. Let's rotate it. How? We go to layout and just go to the timeline and rotate it and see it from the back to looks fine. Looks good to me, we might say. It's a little bit dirty here, look, a little bit dirty. Let's go to the sweater itself and make it a bit more subdivided. One subdivision more, I think it will be better. So now the whole triangles of the whole thing, the whole shebang is like less than 2 million, which is great. If we increase it, we can increase it, in my experience, I told you, around 20 million could be fine, but we should be a little bit careful. We don't want to make unnecessary things here. We can also make, by the way, let me try to make this light a little bit less strong, or less strong. Let's try it 4 to see what happens. Yeah, it's a little bit not so strong, so it's fine. This one too, maybe 140. It's just the tiny things. This is 500 watts, which is a lot. But now we... Okay, it freezes a bit. Now we have a little bit more, I think, of this light here visible. It's not too much, but it's something. Let's try to increase this, like 5000, just for test. Okay, it's maybe a bit too much, G. But the idea here is very important. You know, now if we make it too much, we don't have a shadow. So let's make it 400, and now we have a shadow. Because the front light should be the strongest. This backlight, if it's too strong, yeah, in 500 we also have a shadow. It's a little bit less shadow, by the way. So 400 is the best. Okay, 400, and we can move it a little bit on. Yeah, so we will have a shadow. And don't turn shadow on for this light. We don't want it. We want shadows on for only this light. Of course, you can turn them on if you want, but I kinda advise you not to in this case. Yes. We like our mouse. Now, we can make renders from different directions. For example, here, rotate our mouse a little bit, and then make a render with F12. So you will have a render from this side. Then you can rotate it and make a render with F12. Of course, when you make a render, you always have to image, save as, and save this. If you don't save it, this render will not be saved, generally. And let's see it from all sides. From here it looks a little bit odd because of this shadow, but since our light is constant, it always stays here, or our object is the only thing rotating, it's normal. By the way, do we have our let's see, the show emitter? Yes, display as rendered. Wow. In this case, it's wow. Let's go to cycles render and see what's happening. We have our fur. I may make a render from this, let's see. Just to see what's happening. Yes. The problem is here that the glasses are looking at something which is nothing nice. I mean, this is white, just a white thing. I don't know what exactly is this, but let's go to the environment itself. Let's pause the render. We can pause the render from here or turn it on or just go here. And let's go to the environment. And this is my background, but I don't know, maybe it's too much lit. Should it be lit or not? Not sure. Let's show it, by the way. Go to film and transparent. Where is the transparent? It's here. Transparent glass. Okay. Now we will see it. Okay, this is the background. Although this is not my background. I don't know why we don't see my background. But okay, F12. Let's see if we will see it. No, we see something white, and we don't see even the shadow. But the shadow is because the shadow catcher, I disable it for the cycles. We have it only for Eevee. So if I want to make a render with the fur, I'll probably use, of course, the shadow catcher. So for the promo and stuff, I probably will use both. For the rotation, for the animations, which is rotation mostly, the turntable, I will use Eevee, and for the other one I will use maybe cycles for a little bit, but this I have to disable the visibility, so render as none. This is the way in render here to render as none, to disable your fur, if you want, of course. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So again, I will tell you, but no, I will tell you these things in the goodbye video. I don't want to spoil this thing here. I will see you then in the goodbye video. I think I told you everything that you need to know to make this kind of character. If you have any questions, of course, you can always ask me, and I will tell you in the goodbye video how to ask me. Let's go to film and transparent, turn it on. Looks decent, pretty decent. So, see you in the next video, which will be the last one.